My name is Kes Taylor. I'm a Chodombo at Aaron's Karate in Houston, Texas, part of the World Tang Soo Do Association. I started karate when I was 58 years old, and I've just always been interested in martial arts and decided to give it a try, mostly to help with my physical health. The reason I chose martial arts instead of a sport was you have more of a chance of getting hurt in most sports, and I'm not that particularly interested in competition with teams or other people. So I wanted something that would increase my flexibility, my balance, help me a little bit with my weight, and overall physical well-being. One of the benefits of doing martial arts is I had really bad problems with my knees that have primarily resolved because of all of the things that I've done over these last 8 years or 7.5 years. Being part of the WTSDA, I think has given us ability to meet people in other places, make friends all across the state, and hopefully eventually we'll get a chance to go to the World Championship. I realized that my thinking comes from a place of being an elementary school teacher for 30 years and thinking about how children learn those kinds of things. And the way that karate is taught is a very different style of teaching. And so it took me a long time to get used to it, but one day I just sort of realized, hey, this is how kids need to learn this particular kind of physical and mental activity. They need a more structured setting and a lot of repetition, which we kind of discourage in traditional school these days. I recommend Tang Soo Do in general and in particular Aaron's martial arts because this kind of karate is willing to take you from wherever you are, whether you're physically fit, whether you're 50 pounds overweight, whether you have some kind of physical problem. They're willing to work with you to overcome whatever those things are so that you can be the best you that you can be. Things that I've noticed about the progress of our students is that we tend to have a lot of kids whose parents think they have ADD or ADHD or they're overactive or whatever. And a lot of our kids they're kind of wiggly, but I've noticed that the structure of Tang Soo Do really helps them learn to focus and to improve their concentration. And with that comes the physical development as well. So I really think it's been very productive and useful for most of our students. We have one student, he's a young guy, and he started out as a little dragon, and then he worked his way through Tiny Tiger, and now he is just joined the Tang Soo Do Kids class. So he is a white belt with 1 stripe. And he is one of the wiggliest kids I've ever met. He has really trouble focusing, and he wiggles around, and he used to twirl in his seat and things. And now he can go through an entire class with the older kids and handle his behavior, handle his wiggling and his focus to a much higher degree than he was even a year ago. Our studio has done a number of free workshops for anti-bullying over the last few years, and we're going to continue doing that. And they take kids and we teach them how to project their voice, how to show confidence in their walk, things that we teach them what attracts a bully and how to keep a bully away from you. And then ultimately we teach them a couple of moves that if someone grabs you, here's something you can do to get away. But our main focus is on body posture, voice, being aware of your circumstances, those kinds of things. We also tell the kids that if they see someone being bullied, that it's okay to step up, say that's not okay, go get some adult to help, tell somebody to stand by that kid and support that kid against the bully if they can.